don't put your rain gear away just
That's
yet.
right, even though we'll go ahead and start with the beauty shot, Santa Barbara. You need to see some sunshine and marine layer, but yeah, some wet stuff is on the way. So just a really gorgeous, very typical. We're almost into May, and we always start with our little sayings of May gray, June gloom. This year, April started it really early. We didn't get a lot of warmth. We also didn't get a lot of this. Look at it, 30 days, 0% of what we should have for the last 30 days. Now, April typically is not a very wet month, so we did our job back in March and all the months preceding, but still kind of interesting to see how dry it got. But luckily, the drought monitor across much of the West is still dramatically improved from what it was just a few months ago. Still looking beyond the Rockies, though. That's a little concerning how dry it is in places like Oklahoma, Kansas. Wind advisory for us, that will last through about the very early morning hours of our Monday, which is the first day of May Day, and 12-degree temperature drop for Paso Robles. That's when some cold air is rushed in. Your beaches didn't change a whole lot today, but the inland areas definitely felt the cool down. We saw that coming, kind of predicted that yesterday, and boy, it was noticeable. You went from a 90 to a 79 in Paso Robles, so that's really dramatic. Again, the beaches, not much big in the way of swing because we've had such an entrenched marine layer. Widespread 50s, a few 60s, and a couple of 70s in our warmest interior areas around Paso Robles back toward Cuyama, California Valley. And wind from Gaviota out toward Point Conception is definitely gusty out there, so that's why the wind advisory, and still a lot of moisture despite the fact that the wind is, it's interesting to see this blowing out of the north in these locales, Goleta out to Gaviota. It's still pretty wet, so we're getting a lot of moisture coming in from the north, and so the offshore effect is not having as much of an effect. So the net result is a lot of fog is expected tonight for much of our coastline, and get to that in just a second. Warm in the west interior portions. The east, boy, yesterday it was the deep south. Today it is running up this big storm system, bringing in even some ice and some snow and a lot of thunder to the northeast. So if you are traveling tomorrow, bear mind of that. And here we go. We're watching our big area of ridge high pressure flattening, then going into an area of low pressure, which now is firmly off our coastline, meaning that we are expecting to see some rain, and that's expected to happen. Maybe some drizzle tomorrow with a very deep and enhanced sort of entrenched marine layer, but then we start to get the bands of moisture, these speckled clouds right here. That's cold, unsettled air, so this thing does have a chance to bring us, again, some rain. Once we get to very, very late Monday, again, we might see some sprinkles tomorrow with regard to some drizzle in the marine layer. But by Tuesday, Wednesday looks to be sort of the big day, or at least the big event of this, what won't be a very big storm. But for May, it will be rather significant. At least that's what we're seeing now. Mountain snow, maybe even a little thunder by the time it gets in and out of here. By Thursday, we'll go ahead and stop it. On Monday, maybe some drizzle again. And then as we head toward Tuesday, we see some rain showing up on the central coast. It does get into the Santa Barbara Channel, but not a whole lot by the afternoon. Then we get a little break, and then we see the better and maybe bigger show showing up on Wednesday. So that will probably be our focus. And now we'll go ahead and look at some numbers, which have become rather impressive. Again, for May, we don't typically see much in the way of measurable rainfall, but this is pretty good. Look what happens Tuesday, a little slow, but through Wednesday, we pick up the numbers, and you can see maybe a half an inch up to a little more than an inch. And that, at least that's what the computer is biting on as we speak right now. That could change. And then there's your marine layer for tomorrow. We fast forward to Tuesday. It will be replaced with heavier cloud cover, so the marine layer will likely sort of lift, and that's because at the upper levels we'll start to get the real legitimate clouds moving across the area. A little gusty tomorrow night, but it looks like it will stay below advisory levels. Now we'll go ahead and look at temperatures, and 40s, upper 30s for the lows, and then into the 50s and only about 60 degrees. Same story as we head toward Tuesday. The south coast, though, because of the wind direction, might actually get a bit warmer, mid to upper 60s. So tomorrow, there's your forecast for the Santa Barbara south coast, into the 60s to maybe 70 degrees. Northwest of Point Conception, a little cooler with a lot of 50s and only maybe a couple smatterings of 60s, so it will be a little brisk and definitely sweater weather. Same story for Ventura County. Surf has been small, but we do have a south swell right now, a little southwest northwest, mixing in with some building northwest wind swell. Quick look at our forecast maps. Scattered showers as early as Tuesday. Wednesday looks to be a busier day. And look at that, the computer throwing some lightning bolts on Thursday, which is the day we expect to see the showers kind of scooting out of the region. But we might get a little taste of some thunder. Breezy and cool, and then drying as we head toward next weekend. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.